Well, there we go. If you watch my other episode there, said I was going to put in a night switch. And I was going to put it in this hole right here. So I tore all this off. Took the cowling off and all that. Got the seat off. And got the cables off. And pulled all the cables out of here. And took all that off. Put the seat back on. There was no room. Didn't fit. I had to stress to Daniel. Well, we just carry on. So then, shoot off man and I were looking at it, and right underneath holds this solenoid here with the short ass little wire, which I bought a bigger, longer one. It's right here. It's a little bit bigger gauge, got bigger ends on it. So bought that at my local Lordco. I'll shop around, see if I can find one maybe the same gauge. Maybe get the ends changed or some smaller ends, and because I put the bigger battery in, now the positive's over here, way over on this side instead of here, which the short cable worked before, but that doesn't work. So then for my ground's gonna come up now into here. We found a place that'll fit there. I'll show that when we go in the shop. And so we modified that, heated it up with the heat gun and melted it in. It's quite a project. So then I've got this cable from the supplies of our salvage company there. She looks pretty good. So I'm going to hook that up, and that'll go from the negative there on the battery to the negative switch, or to the night switch there, the kill switch. And then from there, the ground wire, which you've seen the ground wire here, that'll come back off the engine from in here and around and back around into the switch. So with this technique, I didn't need to take any of that off, but it's good. I'm going to check all this. There's a couple spots here, like right underneath here. I can feel the wires. So I'm going to undo the zap straps, and I'll put some more tape on there. There's a spot here where something must have dinged it with a rock. See, it dinged it right in there. So it's blowing out all the mud. And of course at -14, not able to use any water to wash your automotive car wipes. They're pretty good. The Armor All orange ones, I used that to get all this mud off last night. That and some air. So that turned out pretty good here on the Arctic Cat. And that's where we're at. So, oh yeah, it's still snowing. Still snowing. Snow is on the ground. Yeah. Car-wise, pickup delivery service. Then also doing sidewalks, shoveling, and some walkway maintenance. So that's awesome. Proud of her. Here's this part of the quad. Just kind of sitting there, gonna wait to go back on. Shovel, ready to go dig up some snow. Okay, so the tripod's upstairs because Shoot Off Man was using it. So I'm gonna see if I can wing this. Shoot Off Man was playing with the Rubik's Cube. Now, this here was the old air filter box, or the air snorkel box. It sucked in air here, and it went down into the crankcase there where the belts and everything gets all its fresh air. Because that thing has a submersion snorkel on it, this is no longer being used. Right here is where the starter solenoid bolts onto right there. That one I said I'm going to put the bigger wire on to reach around to that positive. So we just looked at it and we were like, hey, if this was right in there, tickety boo. So I just made a cut with my Dremel, and I used my heat gun, and I heated it up and just pushed it around. Shoot Off Man held a shop vac piece here for quite a while. You can see we had to change it into a square size there. How we did that after Shoot Off Man had to go head off home. So what we did is we just heated it up, and then I stuck it in there. It was so hot. Squished it, moved it, pushed it, and now, see, now in case you push down on the switch, this goes in here like this. Like that, when it goes on it's for the ground wire. So you just push in, there, power, or no power, it just connects to ground. So then when you know, if you can tie a rope on here, you can tie it to yourself if you want from under the seat, or you just, you know, shut it down. Now there's no draw, so I can leave it there for 6-7 months. It won't go back to, you know, hopefully not a dead battery that's been sucked down by the clock. So yeah, we just made that slot, punching holes in it. This here's kind of warped out still. So what I did is I took these pieces here, a little piece of plastic, drilled these holes here. The hole in the middle was already there. Drilled those out. And when I zap strap this on here, I'll probably just zap strap that on there. That's one idea. The other idea is if I put this in here, these holes line up really well. So I can put this inside, zap strap that, and how do I close off the hole? It is square, but I took this piece here, found it, just out of my plumbing supplies, stick that on, and I can easily just stick it in a couple little screws in there, put some tape on it or zap straps. Maybe I might even use threaded screws. Maybe I can catch that plastic in there, and then I'll zap strap this. My ground cables will come up here. This is sealed off. Sealed that off, a nice big thick piece of styrofoam I cut to put in there. And now right here where I've drawn it out, I don't know what height the camera's at, but that's okay, I don't really care. I'm going to cut that out with the Dremel, and my ground wire will come off the engine into here to the switch, and then back out of here to my battery. And then when I go riding, turn it on, and if I done, and I'm just going to leave it alone, turn it off, take that out. There's a little rubber cap out in the parts supply there. I can just cap it with a rubber cap and it can close, or just leave it like that. I mean, it's underneath the seat, it's out of the rain. A little bit of mud might come up here. I was thinking of taking some liquid black, you know, that liquid black tape. And once I secure that, I'll just take some liquid black tape and goop it around here, fill in these little holes or something. I put just black tape on there before, covered it up. Some liquid black tape would be nice, make it trim it up. And then it's easy, right? In the future, just pop that off. It's down from underneath. I know I can get that. Cut that zap strap, pull out the wires again, and maintain it. Make sure they're tight. Tuck it all back in. Come up from underneath. Pop that puppy back on like that. No mud will get in. I'm going to cut a little hole right here in the bottom because it'll be the lowest point. But I'll probably do another video on this. Anyways, stress to Daniel. Please remember to share.